It's a beautiful day here in Florida. Thought it'd be a perfect day to come out and do a little review of a product that Julie and I discovered that's really exciting. We wanted to share it with you. It's called an Adventure Mate. It's a 5-in-1 tool. It's a hatchet, hook, hammer. There's a saw blade inside and a spade for shovel. So let me tell you a little bit more about the tool. There's actually two versions, but it's the same tool. It's just a different finish on it. This is the original version, and it's a really cool, it's like a stone washed, it's like a charcoal gray finish. It's a really cool finish I've never seen before. It looks like it's already been out in the bush and being used and beat on and thrown around in your tool chest for years already, which I like. I like that distressed look. This other version is called the Premium, and it's a silver-like finish. It's kind of polished. Both are really cool, the same exact tool, but this is my preference, so this will be the one I use for the demonstrations today. So let me demonstrate a few of the things for you. It's got the hatchet, and I'm actually really impressed with this hatchet. It's got a very sharp blade right out as when you open the packaging, and this hole right here, this is a nail puller, so you can pull some nails with that if need be. Some nails that you might have hammered in with the hammer side of the tool. Nice little leather case so you don't hurt yourself. It's got a nice hook here, which could be a stake puller and a lot of other uses for that. Then you slide that open. There's a saw blade. You just turn the tool around, and then you can even use the handle to more effectively saw. And I've got a piece of wood here. I'll try that out in a minute, but I just want to show you the main functions first. So you got to set this aside to be able to use the spade. It's got a nice quick release. It really snaps into place, really solid. Feels very durable, like it could really strike something with it and dig effectively with it without breaking the tool. And I like the good action on the spring-loaded attachment. And what's cool about this shovel blade, it's actually a sharpened blade, so it'll dig really effectively. So let's try it out. Yeah, really, really good. It's actually very solid. I'm happy with that. It's a very good digging tool. Nice solid with the hatchet. It's a good sharp blade. Cuts right in. Yeah, good solid feel to the hammer. See, that's one of the things when I'm setting up a campsite with my tents. You know, you want to get those stakes in nice and solid, but so often if the dirt's hard and if you need a hammer to get it in, it's often really difficult to pull it back out. But that's nice with this little hook here. Make it easy to get underneath it because it's fairly sharp. And then it's nice strong handle. And I like the idea of this hook as well, because sometimes if you're out backpacking, if you have your food you need to tie up into a tree, you could, when you're trying to pull the rope, sometimes it's digging into your hands, but if you put the rope through the little hook, you'd have a much stronger handle. Or if you're pulling a canoe or something, I like the idea of having a tool like that. Let's give the saw a try. I like how you can handle this. You can get a good two-handed saw. Rips through the wood very effectively. It's a very aggressive blade. I like that. Because with these really sharp, aggressive teeth, you'd be able to cut through green wood even. And sometimes you might have a tree branch that falls in your way, especially if you're out four-wheeling or backpacking or jeeping, you know. I think that's a really good saw blade for that. What I love about this tool is none of them are really sacrificed. They all do very well. I mean, obviously, this shovel spade is not going to function like a full-size shovel. and the hatchet is not going to be like a full-size 3-foot axe, but this hatchet is as good as most any of the normal hatchets I've seen. And as far as a small shovel, I'm very impressed because it's sharp and very sturdy. So I really love the portability and the durability of this product. Just got a great feel for it, and I love that I can keep it in a very small space. I mean, this tool, I can carry it on my hip, but it'll easily fit in my toolbox, especially easily stowable in an RV. And some RVs we've seen have very limited storage space. They wouldn't be able to carry a full-size tool. Let me show you some of the full-size tools that I'll be able to drop off because I'm carrying this. All right, how about this? Huge full-size shovel. Fortunately, I have an RV that has a slide-through that had a space for this, but it's heavy, it's bulky, and all the shoveling I've done in a year and a half, I could easily have done with the AdventureMate. I have a full-size saw. This saw is mostly for cutting regular wood to do carpentry jobs at home, but I had it on case I needed to cut through some wood in general. It's bulky, I can't find any place to properly store this, and it won't cut through wood, the emergency type cutting wood that this tool does, nearly as well. It's not as aggressive as a blade, so I'll be offloading that. The hammer function on the AdventureMate is easily as functional as this hammer, and it weighs about the same. So this one will be saying goodbye as well. And this is a full-size axe. Obviously it's great if you're doing a whole lot of log splitting, but for me, I mostly use the gas fire pit, and when I'm using a regular campfire, I'm using smaller wood that I could easily cut with AdventureMate. So this is unnecessary to carry, and this weighs a ton. When weight and space are important to you, this kind of thing needs to say goodbye. So all of those tools replaced with this. Something that easily fits on my hip, inside my toolbox for a fraction of the weight. I've seen other multi-purpose tools and they just feel like if you try to do everything, you don't do anything well. But I'm actually very impressed with this tool. It's very solid and it seems to do all 5 things very well. I think it's a fantastic tool to have in your RV or your travel trailer, but I think it's a great tool just to have in your everyday vehicle, especially if you do any off-roading. But even in town, you know, sometimes you might get stuck in the mud or the snow and you might need to shovel, or you might need a hammer for something. In case of emergency, you can break glass or whatever. It's really excited about it and was excited to share it with you, let our viewers see it. Hopefully what I've shown you today is beneficial to you, but if you want to learn more about it, the website is adventuremate.com, and we're setting up a promo code to probably save you a few bucks if you're looking to purchase one for yourself. All right, one other handy use. Time for a beer. It's a great night.